Okay, so NFT stands for non-fungible token. Something is fungible when you can replace it with something that's exactly like it. So for example, you can replace $1 bill with any other dollar bill and it's still worth $1. Similarly, when it comes to cryptocurrency, you can replace any Bitcoin with any other Bitcoin and it's still worth as much as a Bitcoin is worth. NFTs are non-fungible. Basically, there's nothing you can replace them with. They are the only one of its kind in existence. All they are, though, really, are pieces of data. They are tiny little unique pieces of data that no one else has. And that is super boring. So to spice things up, you attach NFTs to stuff, like digital images. So that way, when you trade the NFT, you can kind of say, I have the only real digital image. In reality, that's not true. Everyone can right-click and save and see the image whenever they want. But that's almost tangential to the point. The image is just there so you could identify the piece of data. Otherwise, basically, it's a random chain of bytes, and that's a lot less sexy than an image. So when you buy and sell NFTs, you are kind of saying, I want to buy this image. Except you don't actually own the image, you own a receipt for a piece of data that is attached to the image. Think of it this way. Imagine that there was a painting that was hung up in a museum somewhere, and it is deemed too important to ever remove from the museum. But the owner has a little certificate that says, I own this piece of art, even though it never leaves the museum. And now he wants to sell that work of art. He doesn't actually sell the painting, he sells the certificate. Now someone else owns that certificate, so they own the art, even though anyone can go to the museum and view it, and that's always going to be the case. That's exactly what NFTs are. The NFT is the certificate. And they've become a big deal for a bunch of different reasons. A lot of people are looking at this as a way to own things in a digital landscape where stuff can easily be copied, while other people push back against that and basically saying it's a scam, you are buying and selling nothing more than faceless data. And in a way, they're both right. These NFTs only have value because we give them value. They only sell because other people want them. So a whole bunch of people are spending thousands of dollars on stuff that doesn't really exist. They're trading certificates when everyone in the world can go into the museum. The people going into the museum are going, look at these bozos spending thousands of dollars for something I could see for free. And the people trading the certificates are like, look at these bozos looking at the art that obviously only I own. Then there are other applications, such as integrating NFTs to video games or into VR spaces like the metaverse, but once again, that's a whole other bag of worms, gonna need to be another video. But I hope that quickly breaks down what an NFT is for you.